Good morning. This is Regina Adams coming at you with another busted but blessed Big Mama love message. So I am up earlier because I just have to thank you guys so much for blessing my daughter and buying her eyeglass chains. I'm getting up earlier because we're waiting for ribbon because there's a certain way we pack our order, and I just found out the ribbon is on its way. So I actually need to go ahead and finish, get some of these orders out today if possible. Pack as many as I can and get them ready to go. And if we can't take them today, then take them on Monday. But I just have to tell you guys thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Now, I sat down here a couple seconds ago. I was getting ready to go live. I was like, wait, I forgot something. And the moment I get up, I got bit in the face. There's a gnat in here somewhere. And I'm like, the disrespect. The disrespect. Like, I got to post. Why you biting me in my face? But we're going to handle it regardless. So I just like, in case y'all see a lump, yeah, I got bit in the face. In the face. Just a few minutes ago. So also got to give a shout out to Alto. Boop, boop, boop. Providing safe rides on the Uber platform. That is the best way to describe them, because if anybody's ever ridden in an Uber or a Lyft and you've ever ridden or even driven, you understand that you come across clientele that you are not too sure about. And it's a safe ride for the passenger as well as the drivers because of the cameras that are all the way around. So I'm so thankful for them. If you need a job, they're looking for drivers. They need drivers. Because this year FIFA's coming. FIFA's coming to the United States. So we definitely going to need drivers, And if you're 25 years of age and older and you've had your license for at least a year, check Alto out. I know they got some really good things and great things going on. So and they have the nice spacious cars, and as you drive for them, they actually provide you with a phone to use, a gas card so you can fill up at any gas station, and they keep the cars clean on your behalf. And then since the summertime's coming up, I'm pretty sure that they have water in the cars now too. I'm not exactly sure, but usually they have water in the cars. So you guys check out Alto if you need a job. Love you guys. If you need to ride, Uber. I think they're Uber One. I'm not sure, but check them out anyways. Give them a shout out. Love you guys. Love the concept. Love what you guys are doing. You guys be blessed in multitude of ways. And I'm always going to shout you out because the concept is amazing. And you get paid per hour, not per ride. And you get to keep all of your tips. So that way you have a guaranteed paycheck. If you want to work 40 hours, you know how much your check is going to be, plus tips. So I definitely recommend it. I'm so thankful I had the opportunity to drive with them when I drove with them. And I feel like even as my life is changing, that I am blessed to even still be able to promote them. So shout out to Alto. Love you guys dearly. The other place I'm going to give a shout out to is the Extended Stay America here on Torrance Boulevard. I love the general manager, Felicia. I haven't seen her since I started posting about the location. And she always calls me Miss Adams. I'm like, girl, I love you. I know Miss Adams. Just wonderful time experience with her. Love her dearly. Love her spirit that she prays over the place, how she manages things and things of that nature. So I'm always want to give her a shout out. If you're in the Torrance area, you need a place to stay that has a kitchen and a refrigerator and a microwave and a stove. It has a kitchen. Check it out. Always love them. Love you guys. And just every time I think about them, I just smile because I'm so thankful for them. So I guess I better roll through and listen to She won't give me a hug though, because it's not professional, but You know me, I'm going to sneak one in anyways, because that's how I do. So, today, I actually wanted to talk about heaven. And I actually was listening to the Ethiopian Bible earlier this week, and then I was thinking about when I, growing up in church, listening to people talk about, heaven has streets paved with gold, and we're going to have our own mansions, and, when we die, we're going to heaven, and we have, you know, just all of these materialistic things that make heaven sound good here on earth. And I feel like the problem with setting our mindset on the material things in heaven that we don't have here on earth, that if you don't exemplify those material things, people act like that have been in church for a long time, and you've been in church and you're still struggling and you haven't gotten to that point yet. They make it seem like your word is not valid. A lot of times when you go to church and you're in church and you're continuously in church, people determine your value based on how you dress, what you drive, and where you live. And if heaven was a materialistic place I was trying to strive for, then why would I need God? Why wouldn't I just do whatever I need to do here on earth to get whatever I needed? That way I can have my mansion here on earth. What I'm looking for, and I'm thankful because I received peace when I was listening to the description of heaven in the Ethiopian Bible, but it also validated with my experience in this life and the things I've heard God speak to other people and other situations that have happened. In my life, I've had a lot of deaths in my family, both my mother and my father's side. And a lot of times when I hear them, people talking, or even when I hear God say, they made it in, then I heard him mention someone else. Oh, they're not giving back their robe. Okay, they made it in, but they have a robe, which to me lets me know that there's different levels of heaven. And if there's different levels of heaven, then that means that I'm not looking for material things in heaven. I'm looking for a consciousness that I never had before, the ability to be able to expand my mind to a level of truth and understanding of God in my life. A level of truth that other people operate in. Not that I may run and hide, not that I may judge them for what they do, that I know the truth of what's happening in this life. That I know the truth and I understand why God is moving in the way he's moving. Now, it is not for me to change someone that's not moving according to God's purpose. It's my job for me to teach the love of God and explain that everything you've been through, everything you're going through, does not invalidate who you are in God. To understand the love of God, to understand all the things we've had to endure, even when we're fighting the secrets of heaven, about against those who've learned the secrets of heaven, fallen angels, and when they use them against the people of God to destroy the people of God. When we become secure enough, not just in who we are, but in not being afraid to know the truth that God is trying to take us to, we are no longer fearful of what we don't know. And it's easier for us to stay in a safe space, because if I'm in my safe space, then I can get my people with me in my safe space. And because you don't fit in my safe space, then I can judge you wrongly. And how many times have we judged people wrongly because we didn't understand what was happening or what God was doing different in their life? We don't understand the things they've had to face in their life. And so because it doesn't meet our materialistic standards of the house, the car, the job, the clothes, then it invalidates their message. I did a post this morning about family and understand and respect the fact that different cultures do different things. And in the post that I did, it was a mother with her 2 grown sons on the bed sleep. I talk because I want to create such a safe space that even wherever you are and you lay down, you have peace. That's what that picture represented for me, was that even as grown men, they knew where they could go to find their peace. When we get older in this life, there are so many things we have to endure. We have to go through, we have to struggle through. And there are people that we come across that make things more difficult for us in this life than it ought to be. Even as we're going through those things, we have to have a safe space we can go back to and rest. Because if we get the proper rest, then the enemy can't trick us, can't manipulate us, can't deceive us. Because now we are rested and able to move forward in the things of God. I talk about heaven because I want to see heaven here on earth. And as I'm learning more about heaven, I'm understanding more that it's a mindset that I'm choosing to have. To not pretend that this world is going to be all lovey-dovey and, kumbaya and namaste. No. I'm focusing my mind on heaven so that way I understand the areas where I can and cannot help. And the reason I chose that picture is because the mother that was there, the love she has shown her children, to the point that they were at home, they were in a place where they were actually at home, and then they were apparently watching TV because they had all their remote controls, and as they were watching TV, they just all fell asleep. Understanding that a safe space is to be desired. And I love it so much. So I'm so thankful. I'm actually, like I said, up a little bit earlier because I got to get these orders out. I'm keeping it simple this morning, but I definitely wanted to talk to you guys about mindsets looking in the wrong direction because you expect somebody to have a certain level of material gain in order for you to validate who they are in God. And a lot of times, God's army is homeless because the enemy has been attacking them, and that's the best way they've been able to stay safe. Y'all not ready for that. The enemy has been attacking people so much so that the safest space for them to be is homeless. But God's changing that. And I'm thankful He's changing that. And I want to be a part of that, being able to change people from the struggle and the attack of the enemy to helping them get into safe spaces. I love God. He's amazing. He's awesome. And you have to go through things in order to understand what people have been through. And a lot of times, we don't understand not because we haven't been through it, but because in the limited things we have been through, we've become self-sufficient, self-righteous. We become judge, jury, and executioner. And we're not God. God is God. And we need to let God be God. And I'm going to end it like this. Father God, I pray that you watch over us. Guide us and protect us. Keep us in your keeping power. Keep us safe from all hurt, harm, and danger, seen and unseen. And we will be sure to give you all the praise, glory, and honor that you so righteously deserve. In Jesus' name I pray. God bless you. I love you. Have a great day.